Today, Maybelani and I are visiting Lucky Crow Farm and talking with Farmer Eden about foods grown right here in Oregon. Thank you for having us, Eden. Please tell us a little bit about your farm.
I started Lucky Crow Farm 4 seasons ago. We grow vegetables for a CSA, a farmer's market, and for some local restaurants in the area. We also do a little bit of education with the local community.
What do you grow on your farm?
I grow about 50 types of vegetables on my farm. Everything from potatoes to peppers to onions and garlic, even zucchini and winter squash.
Farmer Eden, have you always grown onions, garlic, tomatoes, potatoes, and winter squash?
Yes, I have always grown all of those crops. However, I grow more each year because my farm is still growing.
Today, we're going to learn more about how to grow beets with Farmer Eden. How long have you grown beets?
I have grown beets ever since I started farming. So that is 4 years so far at Lucky Crow Farm.
How do you plant a beet seed?
Well, thank you very much. So I put the beet seeds into this part of the earthway, and then we just roll it along the row, and it drops the seeds every so often, and then they have space to grow. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What do beets need to grow and be healthy?
Beets need a place to grow, light, air, nutrients in the soil, water, and soil.
So we have been learning that time is something really important in order for plants to grow. How long does it take for beets to reach maturity or until ready to harvest?
Beets really like cooler weather, so they're really great in the early spring and in the fall time, but we can harvest them all through the summer, and even in the winter, if we let them sit in the soil, we can keep on harvesting them.
How do you take care of beets?
Beets need water, but not too much water. They need to be weeded so that the weeds don't take up all of the nutrients in the soil. And they need to be thinned sometimes so that they can have enough space to grow away from their friends.
What time of the year are beets harvested?
It takes beets about a month and a half to grow, but it depends on the season. So in the winter or in the fall time, it takes a little bit longer because there's less sunlight, but in the summertime, they grow a lot faster.
How do you harvest beets?
Harvesting beets is extremely complicated. You grab it and then you pull it out of the ground. So to harvest the beets, first you look at the top of the beets and see which ones are nice and big. And if you find one that's nice and big and you're ready to harvest it, you just grab the leaves out down at the base. It's kind of hard to break the leaves off, so I never use a shovel. I just pull them straight out. And you pull it up, all your might. There you go, you got one.
Once beets are harvested from the farm, you can purchase produce online at Lucky Crow website and pick up at the urban farm. You can also visit the farmer's market in Corvallis. What are the parts of the beet plant that you can eat?
You can eat the whole beet plant. So you can eat the leaves, the stems, and the beet.
Beets are a nutrient-dense vegetable with fiber, iron, folate, potassium, and antioxidants.
What is your favorite way to eat beets?
My favorite way to eat beets is to chop them up, toss them with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then roast them, and then eat them with a little bit of goat cheese and some crusty bread.
Farmer Eden, thank you so much for having us at Lucky Crow Farm today and teaching us more about beets.
Ta-da!
Are you wondering how we prepare and eat beets? Visit foodhero.org to learn how to make this recipe and more.
Fresher food tastes better.
Local fruits and veggies may be healthier. They retain more nutrients, ripen naturally, and are picked fresh in season.
More chances to try new food.
Our ability to ask questions about local produce.
Less travel from the farm to us.
Locally grown produce may contain fewer or no pesticides. Are you hungry for even more information, recipes, and resources? Head to OSU Extension and Food Hero to see more.